Have you ever stopped to wonder or ponder what psyche means in psychology or psychiatry? Originally, psyche means the inner life or the mind or even soul. However, much of modern psychology or psychiatry focuses on the outside observable behaviors, but not on the inner experiences. And I say this having studied adult psychology, child psychology, and neuroscience myself. Much focus is on talking about what's measurable on the outside, but less attention is given to the inner experience itself. So, what may surprise you is that some of the most comprehensive and sophisticated aspects of the psyche, specifically the conscious and unconscious mind, sense of self, awareness or consciousness itself, comes from ancient traditions like Vedanta, way before the terms like psychiatry or psychology even existed. So, from Vedanta, where practices like yoga, meditation, and even non dual practices have originated, still shape the way we understand awareness and consciousness today. So, while modern psychology may focus on why or how we think or feel or behave as a person, Vedanta asks something deeper. Who is the I behind the personality, the emotions, the thoughts, and the behavior itself? And it points that the sense of self is not separate from awareness or consciousness itself. So, if we see it this way, Vedanta is not a religion. It existed before any organized religion, and it was a science or inquiry into existence itself. What does it mean to have feelings or have identity or this sense of self? And can we have freedom from the narratives and stories of the mind itself? So, some aspects of modern psychology or psychiatry, like self inquiry, meditation, attention training, and even nervous system regulation, were part of the teachings in Vedanta. And it's really interesting that modern neuroscience and psychology are putting an emphasis on similar concepts on interoception, embodiment, self inquiry, and many others. So I think the real question isn't about modern versus ancient and putting them in boxes, but rather seeing, are there ways we can incorporate these ancient, thousands of years old teachings about the self, awareness, consciousness, and navigating the difficulties and suffering of life in a more easeful way? What are your thoughts on this? Let me know.